Hey, you limp unicorn. Here's a roll for you. A good snack ought to perk you right up. The miserable creature dips its snout to investigate your tasty dessert. Is this for me? It troubles to see me, benevolent beast afflicted with such melancholy, and the quicker that horn of yours works, the quicker they sort out this mess. Throwing back its head, the unicorn swallows the odd confection without even chewing. The spots on its back glow a soft lavender, and the hoof feet levitate off the ground for just a moment. From above, a thin sliver of sunlight breaks through the clouds and sparkles off the unicorn's horn, momentarily blinding you in the dazzling flash. When you look back, the unicorn is happily wagging its tail at you. The horn looks reinvigorated with pearlescent sheen. Ah, that hit the spot. Looks like the old truth detector is working again. Well, what are we waiting for? Blast those fools. The unicorn lowers its horn and takes aim at the feuding shopkeepers. A long moment passes, the unicorn body quivers with anticipation. Wait, I swear this never happens. Sorry, I need a moment. My powers are all charged up, but none of them are actually lying. Like, yes, I figured there would be a, limp joke in there somewhere. So they really did sabotage each other's business then. My horn will only be able to blast the lies out of someone who's truly false. As far as they know, they're telling the truth. Which means someone else must be responsible for this mess. The feuding shopkeepers ran on insults to hurl at each other and swarmed back to their business in a huff. I'll go investigate the scenes of the crimes of their shops. Maybe I could turn up some clues. I mean, it's possible. Find clues of the cat's crimes. Okay, candle shop. I'd say that's probably this shop. That insufferable baker, I'll tear his nose off the next time I see him. Settle down, Master Chandler. Okay. You're being duped by a prankster. A prankster? It was that baker, I'm sure of it. I don't see no evidence to the contrary. You want evidence, eh? I bet there's a clue around here that will unveil the real truth. Get some evidence or get out. Cat's confession. Leave. Okay. Handler's ledger. Nothing out of the ordinary. Completely mundane. Perfectly ordinary. Nope. Bag smells suspiciously of sulfur and has the shipping address stamped on it. Pier 3 Imports Dockyards. Okay. Let's talk to the baker. Bake it till you make it. Love it. Grr, that oafish blacksmith just grinds my gears. I'll give him a smack on the brow next time I see him. Master Baker, please, settle down. You've been tricked. I very much doubt that. Only a fool would believe that story without any evidence. Fine, you want evidence? I'll get you some. A true criminal must have left clues around here somewhere. Okay, ordinary. 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 Take your moo. The strange vase doesn't look like it belongs to bakery. It's still some bugs and dirt inside. An inscription on the inside reads, Harold Grimes, 17XX, 17XX, hanged under the old grave tree for crimes he never committed. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with that. And speak to the blacksmith. The iron anvil. Ugh, that blasted chandler. I was wiring his scrawny neck. I'll wring his scrawny neck. Calm yourself, Master Blacksmith. You're being played for a fool. Fat chance, only some hard evidence could ever convince me that it wasn't a blundering knave. If someone really has been sneaking around in here, there ought to be some clues left behind. Well, the evidence could possibly change my mind. Some fireworks have been hastily shoved in this cool barrel. The tag of the firework reads, Property of Town Watch. If lost, please return to the village gallows. Okay. So we got some objectives. Let's go find something. Tier 3. Hungry but unwilling to take any action to satisfy that. Hazy water. This is a shipping address for the sulfur crates, but yet you don't find anything incriminating. You do, however, spot something wedged between the watery piles and the pier. Something must have got knocked off the docks, or is a purposely disposed of. Let's reel it up and take a look-see. So we need fishing line. Good thing I got those cricket legs earlier. You fish out an empty sulfur tin and a wad of wet paper stuffed inside. Though the ink is runny, you can still make out the loopy handwriting. Another brilliant strategy of the world's most brilliant strategist. That's me, the cat. If you're reading this, then you're sure to write my name down in the history books. The sulfur smells so rotten it will put those candlesticks the chandelier made right into the trash. You think the baker did it when I dust the shop with flour. Well then, this is the proof the chandelier's looking. To the village to get the gallows, I believe. Not really sure where the gallows are, but we'll figure it out. Here, apparently. Peer through the slatted planks of the torn gallows. It doesn't look to see much use recently. The space underneath is stuffed with evidence, storage, and parade decorations, including a box of dusty fireworks. An errant note catches your eye, but you can't quite fit your hand through the wooden planks. Drat, I need something thin and grabby. Pickpocket's glove. Market village. And now I saw what was, I'm assuming, pickpockets walking around. Shiny lure. Drat, I need more freaking fairies. Let's go get a fairy. Perfect. Now we get a pluck pocket. You pluck out the slip of paper from under the gallows. It looks like a torn notebook page, hastily stuffed in the crack, almost wanting to be discovered. If you're reading this, then you've no doubt been witness to my greatest crime spree. I, the cat, will be remembered throughout history as the greatest undergoing mastermind. The town of Flatfoots will notice a couple parade fireworks missing, and that blacksmith buffoon will lose more than a few chest hairs. How arrogant, this proof ought to convince the blacksmith of the cat's involvement. The crooked fellow peers down at you as if you're someone else coming to make fun of his eternal predicament. He spotted a piece of paper floating inside his translucent body. What you got there? Don't suppose I can convince you to cough it up that paper, can I? Easy. Spirit salts. You sprinkle the exercising salts onto the ghost. He sputters and sees the paper suspended inside his head before going back to swinging as if nothing had happened. Looks like the page of someone's diary. My best plan yet, these gray bugs will make the baker's buns taste like embalmed eclairs. I'll just dump the dirt out in the stupid urn to carry them. It should be proof enough to convince the baker who the real culprit was. Okay. You got all the confessions. Now let's go back. And turn them all in. Do the candler. Get some evidence or get out. The candler's cheek flushed a bright red, stomping and shouting at the cat's confession. Why, that yowling pest. That's my whole livelihood she's meddling with. You agree that the baker's innocent, then? Looks like he didn't have a hand in this horrible crime, though his bread's still stale, if you ask me. As long as the three put a stop to this ruckus, we maybe could put the end to the grudge after all. I'll keep my eyes peeled for that darn cat. She won't show her nose around here again, that's for sure. Fake it till you make it. Hey, man. Yeah, I got the evidence. The baker's brow arches in anger as he reads the cat's confession. That unrefined little urchin! How dare she tamper with my buns like that? You forgive the blacksmith then? Well, sure. Doesn't look like he was involved in this at all. Splendid, if you three can get along enough, we can bring the real culprit to justice. And yes, before you ask, I have it. The man's beady eyes go wide with anger as he reads through the paper. Why, that no-good cat. The whole market could have gone up in a big ball of fire. I'll take it with you I take it you let the chandelier off the hook? Chandelier. Sure, looks like it wasn't involved in this plot. Well, I still don't care for his candles much. Excellent, maybe with you three at peace we can get to the bottom of this. Now that these three fellows have cooled down a bit, I better have a chat with that plump purple pony to figure out what the best way to confront this swindler. Oh joy, you're back. Did you find anything in those shops? It appears your market is plagued by mastermind schemes of the cat. Well, maybe not so masterminded, but leave behind a bunch of clues for me to find. As though summoned, a furry shape somersaults a nearby rooftop with a flourish. Yahaha, I see you're a fan of my genius accomplishments. Well, you're in luck. Soon I'll have this whole village at my mercy. Quickly, your magic horn. The unicorn shuffles its stumpy legs to get a better shot of the monologuing feline. With a flick of her tail, the cat disappears, leaving only her voice cackling in the air. You'll have to be faster than that, slowpokes. No, I'm sorry. I'm not very maneuverable in high-pressure situations. Oh, don't fret. We just have to make sure she stands till next time. I should be able to concoct a tantalizing kitty treat strong enough to keep her attention. I'll set it up by that big statue over there. You'd just get ready to fire. Feline curio recipe. Okay. Okay, we can apparently not craft that. We need another moo. Moo! Isn't there a moo around here? Moo! Okay, got the milk. And whatever that is, little cat boy thing. Stuffed burb. Aw, cute. Pigeon beak. Okay. Mimic's toe, got one of them, and a blue feather. Pigeon's beak. Oh, it just needs a trap. Yeah. Okay, we got the stuffed burb. Now, like the feline curio. Place that feline curio at the market statue. So, you place down the scrumptious-looking cat treat and duck behind the pumpkin to hide. Within moments, you hear the telltale laughter of the cat over the market stalls. Yeah, that's the best you can do. Will you take me for a basic alley cat? You need more than a lump of garbage to catch me. Despite her lofty words, you see her eyes go wide, her tail flick at the scent of fish and catnip reaches her nose. Why, I'm the most sophisticated criminal under Lord this world has ever say. What's that, Tuna? You give us the signal of the unicorn, but see that the beast is still facing entirely the wrong direction. Must I do everything around here? You slap the unicorn on its haunches, jolting it out of its daydream. Now what? Right, the cat. The beast carefully takes aim, making sure to account for drag and wind speed direction. Alright, I'll have her this time. By the light of the truth, I banish all eyes from thee. A brilliant spark of rainbow light emits from the unicorn's horn and streaks towards a preoccupied cat. Come on. When the colorful smoke clears, you can't see hide nor hair of the cat. Only a smoldering pair of fancy leather boots remain near the statue. Wow, for a moment there, I thought all the talk about your magic horn was pure hogwash. I mean, it usually doesn't have such an explosive effect. I meant only to expel the lies from her, but I guess she was all lies. Didn't have a truthful bone in her body. Well, whatever the reason, I suppose she won't be blighting your market any longer. Yes, that's right, I can't wait for life to get back to normal. Thanks for all your help. A glance at the cat's boots slumped over the side. I better go gather her up. You pick up the smoking boots of the cat. The rainbow hue radiates off the leather. They smell strongly of feet and candy. That's weird. The soul of the cat, though you suspect she may have 8 more lives left. Cat quest completed. Okay, we still got the rat in the graveyard and the fish in the docks. Shouldn't be too long. I don't think we really started either one of them. Guess we'll go to the docks and try the fish thing. Okay, the little girl wanted to go in here and hear the stories, I think it was. Whoa there, where do you think you're hobbled off to? Me, why come to visit your son? No you ain't. The only family anyone in this tub has is the sea herself. And no one gets aboard unless they pay the toll in seashells first. What's a gall-brained swabby like you want with a bunch of dirty shells? Change for me, the captain got his own business with them shells and ain't one to question him. So either bring me your dues or cast off. Bring me seashells, the nice kind too, one that sound like the ocean waves. I have 2 out of 5. Steals seashells from fisher folk. Okay. Jesus Christ. Well, I need a mending poultice already. That's cool. Those things pack a wallop, that's for sure. You good, buddy? You hold out your collection of shells for the sailor to inspect. Fine booty. Excuse me? Go on and take him to the captain. He'll see you're fairly compensated for your services. Okay. Present the seashells to the fish. Oh, board the boat. I'll say, where is he? A dapper fish sits behind a hoard of she-shells, obsessing over each one like a jeweler. He grabs the dearest one and runs his finned fingers carefully through the shell's spines. Bringing the seashell to his lips, he blows a low, trumpeting noise. His bulbous eyes light up with hope, as if waiting for something to happen. A uneventful moment passes, and he tosses the disappointing shell aside. You useless piece of flotsam. He grabs the next shell on the pile. This one, it's gotta be this one. I'm looking for the captain of this ship. The fish's eyes swivel at you suspiciously. Hey, are you daft? Can't you see my big hat? I am the captain. You don't look much like a father of the little red-haired girl on the docks. Oh, then you must be talking about my predecessor. Tragic, really. The fish shakes his head and blows sad bubbles from his pipes. He grabs the nearest shell and runs his fin fingers carefully over its spines. What happened? Poor bloke went overboard during a nasty typhoon. We tried to fish him out of the drink. I'm afraid to say he's which old Davy Jones now. With his trusty first mate, it was my responsibility to take up his mantle. He had just oversized hat with pride. Now, you best have something for me, or else you wouldn't be wasting my time. I mean, these seashells, the deckhand said you'd pay for them. The fish tears up the shells out of your hand with such force that you nearly lose your footing. He brings the first shell to his lips and blows so hard that specks of slime go flying everywhere and makes pathetic squealing whistle. The fish slumps back into his fat red chair, tossing aside its shell with sharp disdain. Cursed rubbish, I'll never find it. Find what? If you're looking to pick up a musical instrument, you're sure to going about it in a funny way. Never you mind what, just bring me more seashells. He flicks an odd coin-shaped object at your feet. What's this? I just traded you a bunch of shells. It's the currency of the future. You get it on the ground floor, you'll be richer than the Stag Prince when I'm in charge of these. If you want to be set for life, you need to bring me some more seashells. I think I'll manage my own investments, thank you. Shame to have to break the bad news to a child about her father. Did you get inside the boat? Have you seen Mada? I'm afraid to inform you that your father was lost at sea. But that's impossible. He's the captain, and the captain never abandons his ship. Who told you that he was lost? Was his slimy first mate the fish? As a matter of fact, it was. Why? Of course, that explains why everyone is collecting seashells. He's trying to find the conch. He's swindling everybody in town just so they help him find a conch shell. It's not just any conch. My dad used to tell the story about all who would listen. One night during a terrible storm, a handsome young sailor fell overboard. As he sank down to the sea, a beautiful mermaid came to his rescue. She brought him back to the shore beneath a lighthouse. It was love at first sight, but alas, they couldn't be together. He had fins and she had feet. And wait, she had fins and he had feet. But they made a special promise. Wherever he missed her sweet voice, he'd stand under the lighthouse and blow the enchanted conch. No matter where she was, she'd hear the sound and come to see him. That way they could be together even for a moment. Isn't that romantic? Just a silly fairy tale, girl. But that gross fish believes it, and he thinks he can make a mermaid fall in love with him if he gets the conch. They both got fins, after all. And maybe Dad's still out there. Maybe he got rescued by a mermaid, like in the story. Oh, please, you have to find the conch before the fish does. It might as well be the only way to find Mada. If the fish has everyone in town combing the beach for this thing, it makes you think I have a better chance. Maybe they're all looking in the wrong place. The sailor in the story lived in a lighthouse, not on the beach. Okay, lighthouse. The lighthouse has seen better days. Although the tower is high above the pier, the paint has faded and the windows have crusted over with layers of salt. The door refuses to budge. Growth of barnacles and coral seem to have sealed it shut. You put her ear to the keyhole and hear the unmistakable roar of the ocean inside. With your face close to the door, you spot the words carved in the weathered wood. Lengthy babbling prose about love, loss, and the sea. Blech, what terrible poetry. But mayhaps it's forlorn magic left here by the old lighthouse keeper? Well, I don't have the time to go fishing for long-lost keys. A good dose of love juice ought to open up any embittered heart. Oh god, key to my heart. Okay. Okay, we need the fruit. This. Which takes probably this. Which takes this. Oh god, which takes this. Give me your fruit, you freak of nature. Okay, now we got the title thing to go to get the fish, and we got the fruit, so we should be able to get the love potion to craft the key of the heart. These potions are really starting to get in-depth. Oceanic oil. Love potion. And now we can make the key to my heart. Oh. No. Oof. Key to my heart. Unlock. The rusty lock makes a sound like a sloppy kiss as you turn the key inside it. Ew. Bubbling and creaking, the aged metal hinges protest as years of grime dissolve away. The wooden door swings open to reveal a wall of emerald seawater. You see fish swimming about inside, not a drop crosses the threshold. Oh my, the entire lighthouse must be filled up like a bottle. You prod the salty aperture with your fingers, settling ripples along the surface as if you pulled a stopper from a tub. The water begins to drain. Slowly at first, but quickly building ferocious speed. The waves cascade around you, and you catch notes of trumpeting sounds droning above the crashing swells. The music turns to a soft whisper as the last of the flood is sucked away, leaving inside the lighthouse damp and encrusted with stranded sea life. You bend down to examine the source of the drainage. A golden conch shell is wedged between waterlogged floorboards. You put the conch to your ear. It sounds of entire oceans contained within. Ah, what a marvel. I wonder what the mermaid will answer its call after this time. A child's story said to blow it over the water under the lighthouse. Standing at the end of the pier, you blow into the conch. You feel a warm breeze pass through the salty waves and uplift your spirits. The crystal clear trumpeting note rings out from the shell, and it seems as though the ocean waters to a mirror shine. Sweet laughter chimes like a bell in response, and shadowedly shape approaches from the depths below. An enormous full-bodied figure breaches the stillness of the water, throwing her hair back joyfully and extending her arms out into the sun. She thrusts her body up into her upping of rocks and splashing her long fin tail in the waves. Aha! Hi, lady. As the mermaid speaks, her voice is operatic. My gift, lain and silent for years, now sounds again, sad music from my ears. My lover long gone, but their memory still sweet. I thank you for the nostalgia. What would you entreat? I'm looking for a man lost at sea. He was the captain of that tall ship over there. Would you point to the high sails looming over the docks? I don't suppose you've had any dealings with him. This man I have seen, though his fate is not known. Placed on a plank overboard, he was thrown. Downward he plunged, though not to the bottom. No, a great serpent swam up from deep and got him. He was pushed overboard. That grubby fish told me he was lost in a storm. And do you see where this Leviathan got to? The lagoon by the shore holds a secret below. Send away the tides and the serpent will show. Keep that conch close, blow, and I shall abide. I'll bring the strength of the sea to your side. With her song finished, she blows you a wet kiss and starts preening her hair with a spiny seashell. Okay. Visit the lagoon near the docks. Isn't that the one that I need the boat for? Don't snip me. Take the dinghy out. Sound the conch at the lagoon. You take a deep breath and press the conch to your lips. Its clarion call echoes across the rippling tide. You feel the waves swell around your feet, reverberating with the sound of the conch. The water disappears so fast you're unsure the tides are receding into the ocean or the seafloor itself is rising from the depths. When the waters recede, you look across the land to a yawning cave opening. From within you sense a steady rhythm of enormous breaths. Investigate the lagoon depths. Lagoon aperture. What is in here for me? That is in here for me. Hi. You can't help but shudder under the powerful gaze of monstrosity before you. A booming voice sounds through the cavern as if you were in the very throat of the beast. Who dares enter my sanctum? I've come looking for a man lost at sea. The coils of the serpent shudder and wheeze. To brace yourself as the creature reels back and unleashes a cough loud enough to shatter a mountain. Excuse you, have you caught ill master serpents? You landwalkers are all alike, forever throwing your refuse into my waters. I've been poisoned by your insufferable detritus. My stomach aches, my insides burn. What's the matter? Did you swallow something you shouldn't have? I've swallowed many things. You should not be higher. Land creature. You should not be here, land creature. Now, you're not well, and I may be able to help you. Open up that gob of yours and let me take a look inside. Perhaps you have come to strike the final blow against me. Why should I trust you? You're being dramatic. I'm not going to hurt you, but if you don't let me take a look inside your belly, this sickness will surely fester. Doubtful, but perhaps I can humor you if you prove that you are a friend to the ocean. Answer me these riddles 3, only then will I trust your words, landwalker. Okay. First of my questions. You pull the waters from the ground to quench your thirst. What manner of beast sits on top of that well in your forest? It's fishy. It's a fishy! Another question. You may bury your dead in the earth, but there is no escape from the call of the deep. whose watery gaze watches over your graveyard. I want to say a sea serpent. A final question. You landwalkers desire gold over everything, but in front of your banking house, what creatures rules with true happiness? Isn't it a whale? I remember seeing a whale. You have answered incorrectly. wait, let me try again. My memory isn't still trap it used to be. I guess a clam. I guess it's a seagull then. You've answered incorrectly. What? Is it nothing? I don't know. You have answered incorrectly. Wait. What? Did I miss one? I thought I answered. A fish. A sea serpent. Did I not hit a whale? The village bank. Let me look it up. I'm not walking back there. Oh. It's a mermaid and then a whale. Okay. Fish. Mermaid. Whale. A Norse creature rolls back its yellow eyes, bellowing with laughter. The laughter quickly succumbed to another bout of violent coughing. Curse my miserable body, I cannot even enjoy a moment of levity. It appears I was mistaken about you, Landwalker. You have proven yourself worthy of my trust. Beast open wide and cavernous jaws, filling the air with fishy stench. Enter, but heed my warning. Break your word and I will digest you without hesitation. Yeah, inside. Let's crawl.